Hello everyone. Today we're gonna make something called fellah köfte. And this is a vegan köfte which can compete with 80% of the kebabs in Turkey.
100%.
For a vegetarian, 100% of course. It's really good and it's very easy to make. And I'm gonna show you how to make it, and you can make it in around 10 minutes. I lied in 10 minutes.
I want to apologize to the Academy.
Because the shaping takes a bit of time, you'll see. But other than that, 10 minutes. What I need is a bit of bulgur, which is thin wheat, and a bit of flour and some pepper paste, and that's almost it. So, I'm gonna use, this is a cup. This is a glass, but it is a book, and Mr. Brown. It is as big as a cup, so I'm gonna use 1 cup of cracked thin bulgur in the stores. Maybe you can find some cracked wheat in this color. Some are yellow, some are more brownish. Do you know the difference, Bahar?
One has more kepek.
Do you know the difference, Hakan?
No, I don't.
They will both make great köftes, but the darker one is gonna have more individualistic character, which will give you the taste of the bulgur. This is gonna turn into a more elastic, more powdery, and it will absorb whatever the taste you have. It will absorb itself and will change the taste to whatever you put. For example, when I make this köfte with the darker one, it's gonna have a character of the bulgur a little more, and the sauce kind of thing. But when you do it with the white one, it will internalize the sauce and it will get the taste. So basically, that's the difference. So to this, I'm gonna add half glass cup of hot water. And what I'm gonna do, let this warm. This will stay here for about 5 minutes. It's gonna get bigger and it will be ready to make a köfte. While we're gonna wait for this, I want to tell you the story of why I'm trying to give a lot of köfte recipes. This is not a coincidence. In Turkey, with Burak, we have analyzed over 360 different types of different köfte recipes. And these are official ones with names, with their own original names that are accepted. The one that I make, I discover, or like what your mom does, do not get included. These are like official köftes. And Anatolia, because it has been through the Hittites, Byzantium, Seljuks, Ottomans, so many traditions went by, and from fish to meat to intestines, the fat in the stomach are used to make different, very tasty köftes.
Or cheeks.
Or even cheeks, yes. Cheek meat is very nice to make a tasty köfte. That's like a tip of street food köfte sellers. Through the years, I want to tell you more and more about different types of köftes, and maybe now the COVID is getting less strong, I want to take you to those places. If you're one of those people who like what we do and who admire it, please come and press like, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe so that you're part of this beautiful family. And don't be that one of those outsiders who come and watch and say, thank you, I got what I want, and go. Okay, so this is ready. It has, as you can see, grew in size almost twice. To this, we add half a cup of flour, a tablespoon of pepper paste, a teaspoon of salt, and what will make the difference is teaspoon of cumin. If you don't have cumin in your life, you're missing out a lot, I can say. It seems like a lot of cumin, but cumin is the magic behind turning this köfte into a meaty, nice feeling. This is it, that's all we're gonna add. But besides, we need some water, preferably cold. We're gonna wet our hands and knead this so that it will turn into a paste.
Oh, the smell.
As you can see at the beginning, it's as if it will not come to a hole, but as you knead more and like wet your hand and knead a little more, it will slowly
come together right now over me.
As you can see, as it starts to get more into shape, at this point, wet your hand and use this part of your hand and press it really well. Now, in here, I want to show you when this köfte is done and when it's not done. This piece, in my hand, I kneaded a little more so that I want to show you the difference. This, at the first glance, looks almost the same. But the difference is, as you can see, this is much smoother, this is more rough. So, by kneading, it has to be in this smooth shape and it's gonna be done. So, maximum 2 minutes. This is all done. As you can see, it's beautiful. Wet your hands again. Take a piece, make it round, becomes a small ball. Then, pointing finger says Bahar. Press it like that. And that's it. This is ready. You can make it bigger like this if you like, but this is less pleasant to eat. When it's smaller, it's like chips. So, we're gonna make this with the team in hopefully 5 minutes. Kekli düz ovada avlarlar. Kanadını bağlarlar. This is almost done. As you can see, it's a whole tray of little köftes. There might be cracks on the side, so wet your fingers like this and pat them so that the cracks go away. If the cracks stay, it's not the end of the world, is it?
No, it's not.
But for you guys, we're making it better. And also, the sauce gets inside and it's like wet and it becomes very nice. Da-da-da-dam! Hot water boiling. Have a taste from your köftes. If the salting is okay, if it's a little salty, don't add salt. If it's okay, add a bit of salt, like you're making pasta. Put your köftes in. When you're boiling anything, and same with frying, when it's not done, it usually goes down and stays down. And as it starts to be well cooked, it starts to float. Same for cheese, same for potatoes, everything. As my köfte is boiling, I'm gonna prepare the great sauce. And for that, we need a lot of garlic. Actually, 6 to be exact, but some of my garlics are too big, so I'm gonna count this as 2, 5, 6. I'm going to crush this with a bit of salt, but also, if you don't have a pestle and mortar, you can use a garlic crusher. If you like pestle and mortar, in Refika'dan we sell these, but probably when it goes abroad, it's gonna be very expensive because it's heavy. Don't buy something, buy a knife or something. This could be a bit expensive to carry, but I love my pestle and mortar. All handmade. Knives are 2. Now, we start cooking. I'm gonna put at least 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm not gonna put all of the garlic because the taste of the raw garlic and the taste of the cooked garlic is slightly different, so we're gonna use the garlic as 2 different ingredients. I'm gonna put it here and use my Şimşir. Garlic, when heated, gives a great taste, but it starts to burn very fast. So I don't want it to burn. When this gorgeous taste comes up, it's time to put the salsas. This is tomato paste, a heaped tablespoon. And this is the pepper paste, heaped tablespoon again. Great smell. I am also cooking the pepper pastes. Okay, now it's time to add some water to turn the salsa into a creamy sauce. I did something wrong. I did it from the kettle, but we're gonna use this beautiful water of the boiling water. We were talking about sustainability for a while. The water that we boil it has now its great taste, etc. Don't throw it away. You can make soup using this water. Like if you have a pot dish, you can use this water again. And if you don't have time for that, you can water your plants with it. Keep in mind. Now guys, this is almost done. Final addition is gonna be some walnuts. This is not a necessity, but when you add some walnuts, for this to race with a kebab is much easier. And in terms of also if you're a vegan, nuts are a really important source of good food, superfood. So I'm gonna use these walnuts. I'm not gonna toast them totally, but I'm gonna just like heat them a bit up. I know not toasting is much healthier, but to increase a bit of taste, I want to like burn the sides a bit so that it's much better. All done. Finally, when they're heating up, I'm gonna add a bit of fresh This smells like a very handsome boy. Look.
It's a parsley canım.
Okay, so I'm gonna roughly chop them and then go around with my beautiful knife so that it's easier for it to make it a mince. So it's all done.
Do you want some?
Onion Cihanım! Onion seller has come!
Do you want some fresh?
You add them. You add them, sir. If you haven't watched the video, last week we made how to have your own small garden in the kitchen. And these are some of the things that we have planted last week. So, incredible. Time to bring everything together. The raw garlic. This is something, looks small, but it makes a lot of difference in the taste. The walnuts, get in. Incredible smell, again. Some of them are almost brown, dark brownish, almost blackish. That is something I already wanted to achieve. And voila, take the köftes here and they get in. As you can see, they grew in size. This took about 10 minutes. Now, as you can see, because I added also some of the water here together in the holes, etc., this became more watery. But this will suck some of the juices as well. Meanwhile, Burak went away, leaving the onions and the green onions and the parsley here. Thank you, sir. Having fresh something from the garden or a sexy man-smelling parsley also increases the taste. So, this is it. As you can see, you can interpret this as like, oh, this is kind of like a Turkish gnocchi kind of thing. How do we eat this? We eat this plain like that, or with adding a bit of lemon on top. Or some people, for example, our newcomer, because now we have 3 Handes in the team, the young Hande, his mom makes it with a bit of garlic yogurt and on top of it this. Or Burak's family, all the way from Diyarbakır, mix it with a bit of purslane and yogurt and eats this together with that. Some people have this at the base and on top some minced meat, or sometimes at the bottom with a bit of yogurt. So, different ways of making this and eating this is possible. Or, take a step back. You have now understood how this bulgur works. So, instead of making the sauce with a tomato juice, you can make it with a bit of soy sauce. We can add a bit of soybean scraps and it can go into a different place. Or you can make it a curry and add these to that curry. You can make it with a cream, you can make it with some stock. All different variations could be possible with this base. So, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoy being with us. Now in Turkey it's Ramadan time, so we fast from the morning to the end. So everyone who's watching this video and who are fasting, all our blessings are with you guys. Lots of love. Take care.